it's Nub TV. It's Nub TV.
What is going on? Hey, Keith, get out my bloody... Am I allowed to swear on the telly? You're in the seat.
I know, they've got more personality than us. But might do a better job.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Get back in your place.
Come on, mate.
Ah, that's better.
Oh, I've dislocated
My
his arm.
age, I need a comfy seat. Okay. Okay, welcome to Nub TV, where we mix the best new music with the paranormal and UFOs. Today's theme is the English Bigfoot. Ah, yes, there is such a thing apparently. I didn't know until I met this author, Andy McGrath.
Oh, okay.
Interesting chat anyway. So
In England?
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently Surrey is the
No way.
epicenter of the English Bigfoot. Yeah. It's all news to me, but hey, it's
Yeah.
Nub TV. So what have we got first today?
Oh, of course, bicycle.
Oh gosh, yeah. This is a brilliant video. Because most people think of Bigfoot, they think of America and the wilds in the West. This guy lives in Ohio. His father and son, a band called Bicycle. And they actually dress up as Bigfoot and record music videos. And yeah, it's a fascinating.
It's going to be good. I like it already.
It is brilliant. So this is Bicycle with Bigfoot song. So that was Bicycle with the Bigfoot song. Yeah.
I love that. What a brilliant video.
I know, great costumes as well. So most of the sightings we see in America, basically these two guys in the wilds of Ohio, dressing up as Bigfoot.
Yeah, cycling around.
They do a lot of cycling as well, yeah.
Do you know what? I've never seen Bigfoot on a horse yet. So we've seen him on a bicycle.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I'm catching up now with author and crypto, sounds like a currency, cryptozoologist, Andy McGrath. Yeah, who talks to us about the English Bigfoot and other cryptids. Oh, welcome to Nub TV, Andy. Can you just explain to our viewers what you do?
Well, I am a cryptozoology author, researcher, and field investigator.
Sure.
I've been addicted to the subject of cryptozoology for around about almost 30 years now, since I was a young teenager, and I've written 2 books on the subject, Beasts of Britain and Beasts of the World. And I'm currently pitching an international cryptozoology TV series where we'll travel around the world and search for some of those lesser known cryptids in exotic places.
Well, sounds fascinating. So what sort of cryptids do we have in the UK?
Well, amazingly, I mean, there's the cryptids that everybody would know and love, like the Loch Ness Monster, which is a very popular and favorite one. But what a lot of people don't know is there are also many other lake monsters and sea serpents sighted and reported all around the world. But we also have things like mystery flying cryptids, things that look like pterosaurs or giant bats or huge owlmen. There are a host of black dogs and even werewolf sightings, as well as small trolls and goblin-like creatures scattered about the place. Some folkloric and some, modern day reports as well. Okay, so yeah, the modern day ones. Which ones are the most likely to be physically real as opposed to a sort of paranormal experience? Well, there is another one next to Nessie, which I think could very possibly be real, which is the British Bigfoot. Okay, or Woodwose, which is, I mean, it's a strange subject. It's something that's come to the fore, and I only came around to it about 5 or 6 years ago myself. And it's something that looks like a Sasquatch in everything but physical might, I suppose, and heft. Now it's about 5.5 to 6.5 feet tall. It's stocky. Sometimes its head hair is differentiated to that of its body, and it has man-like prints, only on a much larger and wider scale.
Oh, okay. Where have these prints and sightings been seen?
Well, they've been sighted all over the country, actually. Now, there are a lot of sightings in Scotland, which, looking at the population of Scotland, and only 1.9% of the entire landmass being covered by urban sprawl in that part of the country. I think that's it's a highly likely place for something to be able to hide away. There are also reports in places like Kent, even Surrey here, where I'm based, in Box Hill, which is it's a very urbanized area, or a very popular walking area as well. So I think they seem to be spread across the country disparately, but sightings are more regular than one would think.
So what are these hominids likely to be? Are they some sort of evolutionary throwback or something, or how would you explain them?
It's tough to explain what they might be, because of course there are little markers in the fossil record. Now, some people would say perhaps we're looking at a Neanderthal of some kind, whereas other scientists would say, well, actually, if a Neanderthal was still living on in today's society and smartly dressed in the center of London somewhere, you might not pick him apart from any of the other monstrosities we see walking around the place there. Really, so I think
that sounds like my village, actually, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Neanderthal in all of us still as Europeans. So who knows if that would really stand out? Other people say we're looking at an extant hominid species, perhaps one that wasn't previously discovered, but that has lived on into the modern day. Now, there is a background to this in Britain, which is the history of the Woodwose. Okay. So all around the country, on our cathedrals, on our noble tapestries and our noble emblems, we have these hairy men called the Woodwose, and they're forest spirits, and they have them all the way throughout Europe, and they exist from around about the 11th or 12th century onwards. So we have wonderful representations of upright hominids of a kind on our churches that go back over 1,000 years in some cases. Now, these could be mythical creatures. They could be representations of Sylvanus, or where we see them with their club, perhaps Heracles, the god Heracles. But at the same time, they could be, I suppose, anecdotal representations amongst our ancient forebears of a creature that they saw in their everyday life and wanted to represent upon their holy edifices and buildings.
Wow, that's fascinating. I never knew that. Just going back to the English Bigfoot. So being 5'6", it seems a lot smaller than the North American Sasquatch. Well, what do you think the reasons for that are?
Well, I mean, they can get bigger, and they have been reported right up to 7 feet. But I think actually we're looking at a different type of species here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're looking at something as opposed to the giant man-ape, which is the North American Sasquatch. Something more like a wild man, a caveman-like or Neanderthal-like creature. And I believe it's different in size and girth because it's a different species.
Okay, thank you, Andy. So yeah, so the English Bigfoot, I didn't know it was a thing. It's just mad, isn't it? And it's Box Hill in Surrey is the epicenter, and wow.
So is there lots of them?
I assume so. To be seen quite a lot. There's got to be quite a few, but yeah, I mean they're like a medium foot, aren't they? They're 5'7", so they're not exactly towering, are they? The average foot.
Yeah, I like
because it's quite a British thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the Americans, got a big foot and it's massive, and Sasquatch and it's big and hairy, and we've got little dudes over in Surrey, hanging out on Box Hill, scaring off the ramblers and the kite flyers and all that.
Yeah, having barbecues and
in suburbia.
Yeah.
It's quite a British thing.
Yeah, maybe that's where they recruit all the politicians, maybe.
Probably do a better job. We don't do politics on this show.
No.
Because if you did, we'd be slagging off.
Would be cancelled again.
Yeah.
For the fourth time.
Yeah, cancelled by Liz Truss, but she probably won't be Prime Minister by the time this is broadcast.
No, she'll be gone. She'll be living it up with the medium foots in Surrey.
We should have asked our TikTok time travellers. Anyway, we digress. Yeah, Andy will be next again, talking about more cryptids, including the Loch Ness Monster. Is it real or is it a fake?
Nub TV.
any urban sightings of these, or is it purely in the wild?
Well, no, I mean, they come very, very close to urban population centres. So there's a hill near here in Surrey called Box Hill, and it's near the North Downs, and it's in the Surrey Hills. Now, it's a great walking place. There's some steps. They're hewn into the hillside, and they go all the way up about 745 feet up the hill.
Yeah.
And walkers frequent the area very often, and also some crazy people who think it's fun to run up them as well. And in 2012, in the summer of 2012, one late evening while it was still light, a woman running these steps took a little rest near the bottom and was suddenly alarmed to hear somebody coming behind her. She turned around. She saw a large, bulky creature with a very square jaw, covered in hair, brown, grey, and black hair, just staring at her.
Oh, wow.
Staring, breathing heavily. And she looked, it was about 10 meters away. She looked at the creature. It was heavily built, really muscular, and about, say, 6 feet, just above 6 feet tall. Watched her for maybe half a minute, and then turned around and wandered off, checking over its shoulder for her very occasionally. And very importantly, she believes that there was a stale farm animal kind of smell left over after the creature had left. Of course, this really corresponds with lots of Bigfoot sightings and hairy man sightings around the world.
Wow, that's amazing. Never knew that. And you mentioned earlier about the Owlman. Can you tell us a little bit more of that? Is that a bit like Mothman in the US, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's around about the same period. And the Owlman was spotted first by two young girls at the church in St. Mornans, the old church of St. Mornans in Cornwall. This was in the 1970s, I believe. They saw a 4.5, 5 foot tall owl-like creature with a bipedal standing up, perched in the tree, had pincer-like feet, watched the girls, and suddenly took off and flew away from them. Now, both the girls gave a police report, and some drawings were produced as well, which were very strange, to say the least. And sightings seemed to explode from that time onwards, where people were experiencing this large bipedal creature, watching them usually from above a tree or flying above the church of St. Mornans.
Whoa. I mean, is that likely to be a misidentification of a barn owl? I mean, I've got a barn owl in my garden, and when they're fully spread, they're quite magnificent. And well, if the light catches them, maybe it's just, I don't know.
I think there could be another possible explanation, which is an eagle owl. They can be about 4.5, 5 feet tall. There are a few breeding pairs scattered around the country, and they do occasionally come to this country. And I think for a child of 11 or 12 years old, seeing a 4.5, 5 foot tall owl, take off from a branch, I mean, that would be enough to make you
absolutely,
absolutely, yeah.
And what about our own Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah.
Is there any evidence to say that it could be a plesiosaur, or is it just a giant sturgeon or a big eel or something? What do you think?
It's a hard one, because some of the skeptical explanations, a giant eel, a sturgeon of 20 to 40 feet long, a huge unknown long-necked seal, they're all kind of hard to really fit into the overall physical description that's been given of Nessie over the years. And not just Nessie, but Morag and Morgaur and all of these many myriad sea monsters and lake monsters that have been described all around the country. They always seem to have this elongate neck with a small head and several humps, as well as, when they're seen on land, four flippers in the tail. And I think largely we're looking at something that looks and sounds like a plesiosaur in almost every single instance, but the possibility that it could be is almost a little too hard to swallow for people. And I think I even heard somebody mention, a very well-known researcher, two different well-known researchers who I respect immensely. One mentioned that it could be a giant mud skipper with a plesiosaur head and neck like lure on top of its head, to which my response was, well, what kind of fish is it trying to catch with something that size? That's what we should be scared of, the prey it's looking for. And another mentioned that they could be ghosts of dinosaurs. And I think, well, surely that's a lot more unbelievable than a prehistoric survivor. So sometimes I think we reach into this extraneous explanation because we can't accept what the reality could be. My money is on a prehistoric survivor. It's not a popular opinion, but I would love it to be that. I really would.
That's the one we love on Nub TV.
That's the one we like.
Prehistoric. That's brilliant. Okay, thank you, Andy. That's brilliant. I mean, he generally thinks that the Loch Ness Monster could be a prehistoric throwback, and we love that. Like we said on Nub TV. That's
I'd love
brilliant.
that to be real.
Yeah, so I'm a tad sceptical about that, but people are still seeing something in the loch. And now there is, you can go to webcams on YouTube,
Okay.
and you can just view them all day and try and spot yourself. And people have actually seen something on these webcams, and
They're very deep, aren't they? So, you know.
it's about 200 meters deep, Loch Ness, and I think it's like a couple of miles wide and 20 miles long. So it's a massive piece of water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be great if dinosaurs are hanging out in Loch Ness. That would be cool. Maybe we should go up there and film.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Can we go in the summer though? It's a bit, it's a bit cold isn't it, in the winter.
We'll hire a submarine and
Yeah, a nub marine.
yeah, that's good. That wasn't scripted either. That's brilliant. Okay, so yeah, we've got another video coming up.
We have.
Yeah, who is it?
It's the Low Countries, a bit of, you know, indie folk, indie country, just a lovely vibe. It's the Low Countries with a kind of a bit of a spooky video as well, which like fits in with the theme of the show. It's called The Invisible Ray. Check it out.
That was a cool video by a cool band from Belgium. Would they have Bigfoot in Belgium? How big would it be over there? A bit tiny foot, wouldn't it?
It'd be smaller than them.
Small country, isn't it? So. But obviously these cryptids, these Sasquatch are relative size relative to the country. America's massive.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You know, we've got England's quite small. Belgium, it's going to be even smaller. What about San Marino?
Yeah. The Isle of Wight. Yeah.
We've got David Icke on the Isle of Wight, so I'm sure he's got something to say about that.
Oh yeah. But I like that idea that, you know, the size of the country is relative to the size of the Bigfoot in that country.
So what's the biggest country? Russia. Imagine what
Oh my God, yeah.
Imagine if Putin had an army of Sasquatch.
They'd be riding woolly mammoths, wouldn't they?
Yeah. He probably would like that, wouldn't he? He's quite macho, and he, what's his name?
Yeah.
And we're now going to be silenced by the Russian mafia.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything about Putin.
Well, yeah, because you're from Salisbury as well. He's always
Yeah,
poisoned you guys already, hasn't he?
He's
So-
already tried to
I know,
do
gosh.
us over.
Yeah, he's probably got
It's
spies
awful.
down there ready to pounce.
God.
Anyway, this is Nub TV, where we mix music and the paranormal and random tangents of insanity.
Hopefully that's not our last episode
No.
before we get poisoned.
I believe we're still alive. This cappuccino tastes a bit dodgy, but
It's Nub